All right. Welcome to Introductory Performance Seminar. And today's October 10th. And we're just waiting for one more student. How are you doing today, Kalina?
Good.
Good. Okay, so let me 1 second. One second. All right, okay, here she is, Katerine. All right, thank you for being patient. All right, we're gonna get started. And the first, what we're gonna do, just go over our kind of like rules, right? Just remember to turn your original sound for musicians on. And let me take attendance and we're gonna get started. Please make sure that you have video on so everybody can see you in your beautiful performance. Okay, so Catherine is here, Kalina is here. Thank you so much for being here on time. And we're gonna go ahead and start first with Catherine. Catherine, go ahead, introduce yourself. Make sure that you have your original sound for musicians on and introduce your piece you're playing today.
My name is Catherine. I will be playing Snowflake Rag.
Oh, I like that one. Wow, what a great performance! All the applaudissements here comes to Catherine for doing a great job with Snowflake Rock. How long you've been working on this piece? Because it's a super difficult piece.
Like last week I did it, but I didn't memorize it. This week I memorized it.
So you played it by memory. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So what's the hardest part of this piece is the rhythm and coordinating your hands together. You probably experienced that, right? Especially when you playing together this measure. So you kind of like playing those two notes together, but this one is not together, right? So this left hand play by itself. Did you have a hard time with this rhythm when you put hands together?
First, kind of.
Yeah, but then once you get it, once you practice it, you kind of uh, get this spot to play much with ease because most of the rhythm patterns is kind of like similar, right? So once you get it in the first measure, it's much easier for you to apply these rhythmical patterns to the next measure. Good job, good job, good job. So what's another thing that was challenging for you learning this piece?
I think like remembering all the dynamics.
Dynamics, yeah, it's very contrasting and fun piece to play. But look, it has mezzo forte and forte, right? And a lot of accents. Yeah? Do you know what the accents is?
So like you play like more powerful.
Yeah, yeah, so all those spots right here that have accents that makes the song a little bit more jumpy, a little bit more fun, right? Yeah, so what would you continue working on in this piece to polish it and make it even sounds better for the performance?
I think maybe I would make the accents like more accentsy.
Yeah, yes, and we're gonna work on it in the second part of the seminar today, okay? So I'm gonna show you a few exercises and few ways to play the accented notes and maybe bring a little bit more articulation and dynamic, okay? So it's gonna be fun to work on this piece in the second part. All right, thank you again, thank you again. All right, Kalina, are you ready? So please introduce yourself and tell us what are you playing today?
Hi, my name is Kalina and I'm going to be playing the harp.
All right, that's another beautiful piece that many students are playing right now. Wow, another great performance. Wow, I feel like I'm in the Carnegie Hall today because you girls are doing an amazing job. All the thumbs up from Catherine coming to you, Kalina. Good job, good job, good job. All right. What I love about your playing that you've been so thoughtful of how are you playing each note. It's like you've been very careful with each note, and I love that your hands were kind of a little bit more flexible, like doing this. And it's definitely made the sound more like softer, more connected, and it was very pleasant to listen. Good job, good job. So tell me, what was the hardest part for you to learn this piece? Because piece itself is not hard, right? But there is many different things that you have to know how to play. So
Well,
what can you share with us?
well, I also played this with memorization, so
Good
like
job, guys.
it was like it was like for the lat like for measure 13, it was like kind of hard because like they got mixed up, and I always got like mixed up with because I kept on playing like the first two lines instead of like because they changed.
I know you, and you know you're not the only one. Many students who's playing this harp, they have a hard time to seeing the difference because notes kind of looks the same, right? Are you talking about this spot right here, where you're supposed to play F and you're thinking that you're still playing F, but it's actually not F chord anymore. It's a D minor chord right here, right? Yeah, is that the spot? Yeah, you're not the only one, so everybody is kind of like confused with it. But a good job on kind of catching yourself and working with your teacher through this, the differences, because, and kind of like remembering, because I thought you've been really intentional with every note that's coming up next. So, and that's why it sounded smooth. Okay, very good. So what else would you bring to the music to make it sounds more better? It already sounds good, but what else you can bring? There is like no limits, right, of perfection.
I also want to like try to like connect them even like more, like kind of make it like feel like they're connected, so like they kind of like gliding, like.
Yeah, yeah, I like how you're showing your wrist because that's exactly the same movement you're gonna use. It's like rotation of the wrist, and it's you can rotate this way, right? Or you can rotate this way. So you have to find that comfortable the movement of your wrist. So most of the students sometimes they make mistakes by locking the wrist in and playing just the fingers da da da, and it sounds choppy. But once you relax your wrist, so then the sounds becoming like this kind of like a caramel, you know, the caramel is very sticky, so the sounds becomes like a caramel. Okay, so sounds like we need to work a little bit more on physicality of playing, your articulation, like legato for you, Kalina, and accent for you, Catherine. So when I say physicality of playing piano, it's because we use our body, right? We use our hands, we use our arms to play the piano. Piano by itself is not gonna sound, it's not gonna make music unless it's like digital piano with a demo built in. So when you click the button and it starts playing by itself, right? So we need to learn how to make this beautiful sound. And let's do it. Let's switch to the second part of the seminar. We're going to start with Catherine. Back to you, Catherine. So tell me, what do you know about the accent? How are you playing the accent? How you learn to play the accent? Tell me first, what do you know?
So I learned. So like my teacher just went over it, and then she taught me to like use my power to like play the.
So can you play some, like what spot would you like to play? Let's play introduction and make those notes accented. Let's play again from the beginning and show us how would you play those accents, a little bit more accent. Okay, that was good, and I like that you brought up a little bit more this accent on A flat. You see, Kalina, that all those accents, they make a music sound certain way. And also we have accent right here. But I would suggest something. Are you open to work with me on this? To make it sound even more kind of like dramatic. Are you ready? Yeah. So you see how we have a staccato in this note, right? So how is your hands are moving when you play staccato? It's jumping off the keys, right? Yeah, so your hand is kind of like jumping off, and then instead of bringing it down to play these notes, I suggest for you, because your hand already jumping up, to land on those notes. It's like instead of playing this way, you're playing jump up and land into the keys. Yes. So you're doing accent not from the keys, but you're doing accent from dropping your fingers into the keys. Okay, so let's practice playing this. Kalina, you're gonna be playing this piece too, because I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of accent to play in the different song, yeah? Or maybe you can share with us what's your strategy to play accents. Okay, so for now, Catherine, let's practice. We're gonna play staccato, those G's, jump up and land. Jump up a little bit more and land into the keys. Can you jump a little bit higher? Yes, yes, and it even looked better. Yeah. Colin, did you see the difference? Did you hear the difference? Yeah, so don't be afraid, Catherine, to lift your hands up and then drop it down, because you have the rest here. You have a time to do that. Like, for example, right here, you don't have a chance to lift your hand up, right? Because this is quick note. So you have to kind of like lift your finger and drop your third fingers into this accent, into the keys. Okay, good. So let's put it together from the beginning, intro, and then Kalina gonna try it. Okay, that was good. That was good. All right, and let's move on. Okay, how would you play this accent right here?
Like before, so
Can you
like
play this piece? Can you play this measure? Yeah, and you could even drop a little bit more into the keys. Da 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 da. So maybe because of this legato here, right? So we cannot separate the notes because we need to connect all the notes together. But if you can like drop your first finger and pinky more into the keys, that's gonna make a little bit louder sound. Okay, let's practice again. Yeah, that was good. Okay, Kalina, do you want to try the this measure 4? So we have staccatos on G, and then do you want to practice with the one hand first? With the right hand? Yeah. You muted. You muted. Can you unmute yourself so we can hear you? And don't be afraid to drop down. So you lift your hand up on staccato and drop it down like this. Wee! Boom. Like this, thumb, bam. So you're actually landing on the keys. Don't prepare yourself. Don't be afraid. You're not gonna hurt yourself. So you just jump up and drop it down. Lift G a little bit higher. No, when you play in G, the lift higher. Try to play it a little bit higher. So when you play staccato, your hand is bouncing off, right? Up like that, like hotkey, and then you're gonna drop down on the other notes. Yeah, close. Try again. Do it a couple more times. I think you're so close. And again. You're preparing. Don't prepare. It's only one movement, two movements. Up and down. Up and down. Yes. Yeah, Catherine, did you see on Kalina's hands how she's lifting it? Because sometimes when you see the other students playing, so you kind of can get better idea what do you need to do with your hands when you play in certain articulation. Thank you so much, Kalina, because that was very helpful to Catherine to see. And I think it's going to be very helpful for you too, because you're going to be playing music with accents, or maybe you already played before, yeah? Okay, good. Thank you, girls. You're doing so good. All right, let me clear this. And what's another thing that we could do? Oh, this part is so beautiful, and we have accents too. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's play this part, Catherine.
okay.
Do we have to lift our hand up?
The whole hand just
Yeah, so because you have to connect the notes, so that's the tricky part. You cannot jump up and down like we did before, right here. So how we can show this accent without interrupting our phrase and slur? So how would you do it?
So I would like when I'm just putting my wrist up, I would like try to still hold the note and then go down.
Okay, can you play it? Can you show it to us? Yeah, that was good. That was good. So another suggestion or trick that you could use is when you play in first finger, that so you're kind of like lifting your finger 3 and 5 and dropping them. So we cannot lift the whole hand, but we can still lift finger 3 and 5 and drop it down. Da 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 da. So you see my hand goes da. Da. It's like I'm opening. I'm saying hi, hi, boom, hi, boom. Okay, can you just practice on your right hand? Yes. Kalina, can you try saying this hi without moving? Say more hi with your hand. Hi and drop and drop. Again. Yes. Okay, good. So you see, sometimes we have to make a little bit different, all kind of different movements to bring different sound out of piano. And Kalina, you have a digital piano, correct? Yeah. And Catherine, you have acoustic piano.
Yeah.
Yeah. So both pianos are super good, and even digital piano doesn't have strings inside. You still can use different dynamics, but on acoustic piano you can even get more out of it, because you still kind of like the hammers goes to the strings. So if you play a little bit softer, you can get softer sound. If you get a little bit more harder sound, you get louder sound out of your piano. So Catherine, you have a little bit more choices in dynamics, so you can experiment and have fun with it. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do you have any other questions about your piece, Catherine, or you got it? You got it. Okay. All right, Kalina, going back to your piece. Okay, so you say that you would like to connect even more, right? To show this smooth connection, like you would play the harp, right?
Yeah.
You all kind of like imagining what the harp is, right? Do you know what kind of instrument is that?
Yeah, it's like with strings and it looks like a shape.
Yeah, it's like taking Catherine's piano, taking strings out of it, placing it in the middle of the room, and just instead of playing the keys, you're just gonna pluck the strings. Yeah? Okay, so that's why to play the harp on the piano is really nice, because it's very close. It gets really close sound. Okay, Kalina, so try first line. See how you can, from different movements, you can get different sound out of it.
Like,
Yes, that was good. The only thing that I see that you were lifting the wrist of the right hand, but not the left hand. So I would suggest for you to do it equally with the both hands. Da 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 da. Yeah. So both hands. You see this? You know, like a cat sometimes. Who has a cat? Do you have a cat in the house? No. But you know how the cats sometimes they do that with their paws, like massaging the blankets or.
yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so let's try first line, and then Catherine, you're gonna be doing that too. Okay, so you can look at the notes and practice.
The first line? So like,
First line.
it's like
Yeah.
this.
Just make sure you don't do a lot movement with your elbow. It's only the wrists. Only the wrists. Your elbows down and shoulders down. Yeah. So you wanna lift the wrist on the first note, or you wanna on which note in the right hand do you wanna lift your wrist up? On the first, second, or third note?
Yep.
On the third, right? It's like a drop,
So it's like,
drop and roll. Yeah, drop and roll, drop and roll. Can you just practice with your right hand? Drop and roll. A C E. Yes, good. A C E, A C E.
yeah, this would be. So,
Yes. Just make sure that we're not doing chicken dance with the elbows. Da 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 da.
keep on trying to move my, okay, so wrist.
Yeah, your elbow's facing the floor. You're facing down, it's only the wrist. Okay, very good. Another thing, I think, Kalina, you're sitting a little bit too low, maybe in the keys. Maybe if you sit a little bit higher, it's gonna be much easier for you to do. But you got it. You're on the right track with the movement. Just get comfortable with it. Yes. Good. Very good. Yeah, you're doing it. Good job. Good job. Okay, Catherine, do you want to try first line? Did you play this song?
I played this before.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be easier for you to practice this movement. Oh, I love that. Very good. Very good, Catherine. You see, Kalina, Catherine doing it, she's like pushing it into the keys and then releasing. So she's like even helping herself with her body. And, you know, sometimes you get more momentum when you're helping yourself with the body. But you... Yeah, but you don't want to like overdo it. You don't want to do it too much. Like, ideally, you want to just do it with your hands. Yes, but ideally you want to do it with your hands, but you don't want to move the elbows. Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, you're doing it. Great job, girls. So thank you so much for working with me on this. I think you learned something today, right? Something that you can apply in like different movement to your pieces to bring different dynamics, different feel, and different articulation. And you did excellent job on that today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for playing such a beautifully today and sharing your music with us. Bye, I'll see you next time. Bye.